Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm back with another throwback LEGO Batman movie set review. This is set number 70915, Two-Face Double Demolition. It's got 564 pieces, 4 minifigures, and it retailed for $59.99 in the US. When it released in summer of 2017, I believe it was part of the second wave of LEGO Batman movie sets. Nowadays, you can find it sealed for about $85 on Bricklink or I think eBay. I don't remember exactly where I bought mine, but it was from one of those two places, probably eBay to be honest. So it honestly has not gone up that much in price. This set always looked semi-interesting to me, but I really only wanted two things from it, the Batcycle and the Two-Face minifigure. Although I do like the construction vehicle that Two-Face is driving as well. I just think it's one of the weaker villain vehicles in the LEGO Batman movie range. But before we get into the full review, I do want to remind everyone that I am an employee of the LEGO Group. However, all opinions expressed in these videos are my own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the LEGO Group, and LEGO is a registered trademark of the LEGO Group of companies, which does not sponsor, authorize, or endorse this site. The Batman minifigure in this set is just the standard LEGO Batman movie Batman with the utility belt and two batarangs. He does have a soft cape and a little bit of back printing. I really like the faces in this set because he has this slightly sterner one with like the narrowed eyes. I think this is one of the more uncommon faces because I don't think I've really seen this very often, but I really like this grinning one because I think that it captures the personality of the LEGO Batman movie version of Batman very well. Next up, we have two GCPD officers, and I'll just put them together because they aren't that different. I really like this heavy kind of vest piece that goes over their torso, and I can actually very clearly tell that I put one on backwards by accident. So oops, I think that that's the back. But I really like their guns. I think that they look great. I like that one comes with hair and one comes with a police hat. I also like that we have a female minifigure in this set. I really like this hair color, and her face is kind of uncommon. It was used for Wonder Woman like in 2017. So that's just kind of cool to see. And I have to take this guy's vest off anyway, so I might as well show you guys the little bit of back printing they have. And they do have a printed arm for their police badge. And I forgot to show you what the torso print looks like, so there's that. It's a very detailed minifigure considering that it's going to have a heavy vest placed over it. And lastly, we have Two-Face, who is one of the best LEGO DC minifigures ever, in my opinion. I love his torso and leg print. Just look at how melted he is, because I love that Two-Face in the LEGO Batman movie looks like melted plastic, as you can see with that dual molded hairpiece. And I mean, he's honestly pretty gory for a LEGO minifigure because you can see a lot of his skull there. And the flesh is kind of just dripping off of his face like candle wax, much like his hair. So yeah, it's very disturbing, but I really love like the details on the torso, again, with all of the melting. And then even like the tiny bit of hip printing is really nice. He does have side arm and leg printing, and you can see his heart-shaped boxers poking out, which I think is really funny. I also like the color scheme of like the pinkish, like purplish thing going on here because it's like dark pink and then it's like a light lavender colored hand. It just looks really cool. I love the arm print. I love like the splotches on his leg. Like this side of the figure just looks excellent. And then that does continue around to the back. He has an alternate face as well that's a little bit more surprised. And then if I pop his hairpiece back on, you can kind of see like the normal side of him. I really wish we got this hairpiece in like other colors or something. I mean, we haven't seen Two-Face in like a regular non-Lego Batman movie set, I think since 2012. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've seen Two-Face since 2012, which is when the Lego superheroes theme started. So it would be really nice to see a new version of him. Again, maybe using the same hairpiece just because it is such a nice mold, although I guess it's not in production anymore because this figure is like 7 years old, but he does come with a gun as well, and that's great. I think he is one of my favorite LEGO Batman movie villain minifigures just because he's done so well. We have a couple of side builds in this set, some pretty basic barriers that I guess the police have put up to try to stop Two-Face. They're very simple builds, but I do like getting stuff like this just because it adds scenery, and I do think it helps with play, so that's cool. And then we have the Batcycle. I don't think this is called the Bat Pod, right? I think the only Bat Pod is the one in the Dark Knight trilogy, but I love that vehicle. So honestly, I'm a huge Batcycle truther in general, just because it is honestly one of my favorite Batman vehicles. I feel like I'm saying honestly a lot in this review, but I'm just that honest. This is a really nice build. Like I said, it's one of the main reasons I wanted this set because I do like having all of the Lego Batman movie vehicles. I love the color scheme with the black, the red, the trans yellow. It's just beautiful in my opinion. And this thing is constructed in a pretty nice way. You do have these like large wheels. It's super low to the ground, as you can see. Like it sits so low. It's called the Bat Hawk, I guess. It has like some stud shooters on this side that can kind of turn around. And then you have a flick fire missile on the other side. I miss seeing flick fire missiles. I do think that they're great play features, and I don't flick them. I kind of just push them out. But they're still fun like that. And I really wish we would see them in more sets nowadays because there used to be an era where everything was flick fire missiles, but I kind of prefer that to now when nothing is flick fire missiles. Because there are stud shooters, but I feel like this is the way to go, you know? Have the old and the new on the same vehicle. There is a sticker over here and a bat symbol at the top. I really like how subtle the bat symbols are on these Lego Batman movie vehicles because they're just done in gray. It's got some tail lights too, and it does have those like classic Lego Batman movie bat wing pieces, and they're actually angled inwards. You can kind of just fold them up and then like forward, and then this also moves forward to give you access into the cockpit. And I do need to take the batarangs out of Batman's hands, but he kind of just lies down. He does not attach with any studs. You move his hands down onto the control bars. He has no other controls. I honestly thought that there was like a stickered or a printed piece there, but no, there is not. And then he just slots right in. You fold these back and then angle them in, and he fits in there like super tightly. So I just love the way he gets into the vehicle. You know, I really love these like opening doors. It's a really creative design. It looks really slick and it's just super awesome. So that is why it's one of my favorite Lego Batman movie vehicles. As for Two-Face's construction thing, I don't know what this is called. Is it just a digger? I mean, that's what I've heard children call them, right? I clearly don't know my construction vehicles. It does have a ton of stickers, but I think that they add some nice detail to it. I love that it is very much like Two-Face. This side has like this purple vibe with like the black and the brown and like some dirt and grime. It's got spiked wheels. But then, as you can see, it's very clearly two-toned because the other side is just a regular construction vehicle from Falcone's Legit Construction Company. Of course, that being Carmine Falcone, who's a big crime boss in Gotham City. So I love that. Like, I really like this side of it. It's so clean and nice. And then I love how messed up the other side is too. So let's start to look at some of the details. Again, a ton of stickers, maybe too many, but I do think that they're nice. You know, I'm not usually like a sticker hater. So I think that they add some really nice detail. There is a little compartment back here. If you open that up, it's got a hidden pistol. So that's a nice little feature. I always like getting extra accessories in sets. I really like how you have like the good tail lights at the back, and then like there's obviously some damage that's been done on the other side. There's this little thing sticking out. I don't know what that is. Sorry. But I think this is all just like engine detailing. Like I like these pieces being in there. I like the hollow studs. I love these purple tubes. I have no idea what they're feeding into. I guess they're like lasers because it looks like they're connected to the stud shooter. This is a 6 stud shooter. You can fire them off. I guess I'll do one. I have no idea where that went, but yeah, I'm not going to fire all of them off because they'll just get lost. But this one is like mounted pretty well. It's like right next to the vehicle. It can't angle or anything. I guess if it could move, that would be a little bit cooler. And I kind of don't love the exposed studs here. I was like, oh, we should get a tile to cover it up. But to be honest, this whole side is really like rough, right? You've got all the damage going on, so I feel like the exposed studs does kind of help with that. I love the spikes on the wheels. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I didn't talk about the purple tubes enough, but I just really like them. They add a very nice visual flair to the model, and so does this purple window right here. And I don't think I've ever seen these tubes come in purple in any other sets. So yeah, I don't know. Like they just look real nice. You know, I don't know what else to say about them. I also like this little exposed fan back here, again, making it look like a chunk of the vehicle is missing. And you do have 2 different size spikes on the wheels, and so you can just imagine those like cutting people up or maybe not people, but like cutting vehicles up as it goes past them. There's even a sticker down here. And then the actual like construction side of this vehicle, you have an exposed wire, which is just done with a whip that looks great. You have more spikes. You have more stickers like on the actual shovel thing and even inside. And this thing works pretty well. It's got a lot of friction in it. So you can like move this thing in like any way you want. I mean, like up and down, but I mean, it has a much wider range of motion than I expected. That's what I'm trying to say. And as you can see, this whole contraption at the back moves, and it does look like a little bit more complicated than you would think, because like I said, it's got a lot of friction in it. So you could lift up some pretty heavy stuff, and you can get like some good scooping action. I'd say the problem with this set is that there's not really anything to scoop. I mean, you have like the police barricades. So, I mean, you can come up to those and kind of like push them in, and then look, you scooped up the barricades. This is also strong enough to actually scoop the Batcycle. Again, because of how this part is built, you can kind of scoop that. Or actually, I guess it's not strong enough because it keeps falling down. So I don't know, you could get like some fun stuff in by trying to do that. There we go. Like it's standing up like that. But yeah, I wish that there was just a little bit more scenery, maybe, you know, like some rubble or something that Two-Face could actually get to scooping. But it works really well, and so I'm happy with that. You also have like this little flexible tube down there that's moving with everything. And so all of the detail on this vehicle is really nice. You have a sticker up there, 2 headlights, missing 2 headlights. And then the other side has like a clean sticker, and then the top also has like the clean sticker with the caution striping, and those look really nice. So I mean, it's a decent build for a construction vehicle. And again, it's really detailed in all the right spots, and I love both sides of it. But yeah, I wish it just had something that it could actually scoop up. Inside, you have a little box, and that's where you can put Two-Face's gun. And then to get access to the interior, you just take off this little piece of roof, and then inside, hopefully there's a little bit more light in there, but you can see also kind of like a two-tone control panel and a steering wheel. And I do like those like 1x4 pieces on the side. They do make the interior look pretty cushy for Two-Face. There's another sticker right on top, and you can also angle the lights on top up and down. Here are the extra pieces for this set: brick separator, extra flick fire missile, extra purple tube, so that's great because again I love that color. There's also like extra stud shooter shots, another whip, batarang, utility belt, so good accessories. And I must have built something wrong, because why do I have 4 of these things as extras? That cannot be right. So I guess I'm going to have to go back and figure out where they belong. The box for this set is just a regular Lego Batman movie box. It's like the thick $50 or $60 size. You have some nice artwork at the top. And then at the back, you just have some play features. And okay, I guess you're supposed to dig the minifigures up. So I guess that works. You get 2 instruction manuals. I don't think 2 were needed. 1 would have been fine, but God, I miss when we used to get the artwork on the instruction manuals, because they're just so boring now. There's nothing at the back of the first one, but there's this nice DC ad at the back of the second one. The days when we would get non-Batman Lego DC sets. I wonder if we're ever going to see the day again. At the back, you do have, some play features, and then you have the advertisement for the Wave 2 Lego Batman movie sets. I just reviewed the Bane truck last week, and when I reviewed that one, I mentioned that I wanted to rebuild the Ultimate Batmobile because it's such a good set, and so I actually did rebuild it, and it's wonderful. I'm not going to review it because I don't have all the stuff with me here, but it's going to go really nice on display next to my Joker Manor. That's why I've been building all of these Lego Batman movie sets, just because I'm preparing to build the Joker Manor. So, should you buy this set? If you're a diehard Batman fan and you really like the Lego Batman movie, then yeah, I would go ahead and get it. I do think that Batcycle is probably the best one we've ever gotten at like a minifigure scale level. I think you get some cool minifigures, and like I said, the build is way more detailed than I expected. However, I just don't really think it fits with Two-Face. I always felt like that. That's why I never bought it in 2017, just because I didn't really like the actual main part of this set that much. And I still kind of feel like that. Now I'm like, it's good and it looks great, but yeah, I feel like it's kind of useless. And all of the other Lego Batman movie sets had really great villain vehicles, you know, from like the Joker's car, Killer Croc's truck, even Bane's truck. They fit with the characters so much more than like a construction digger fits with a district attorney. So I honestly would have preferred if Two-Face was just like a supporting villain in someone else's set. I don't think he needed his own set. I don't think Two-Face can carry his own set, and I think that this proves it. But it's still a great build. I still think it's a lot of fun to play with. So, especially for like a kid that's into construction vehicles and also into Batman, that's probably like the real like target audience for a set like this. It is a pretty good value for money still because it's only $25 more than it was at retail 7 years ago. But again, I think it hasn't gone up in price that much because I don't think a lot of people want this set. So, I mean, if you want it, and if you do want it, then I think you'll be happy with it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.